I'm an academic in the School of Cultural Studies. Culture is at the heart of what we study, and yet there's been very little serious academic study on Carnival. So I think that this is, this is a great discrepancy, and I think that this is something, a void that needs to be filled. So the whole idea of this conference is to really try and kickstart Carnival research in the UK. What we also want to do is to try and bring the academic and the artistic into discussion with one another. And we feel that Carnival needs to be valued. You know, when we study culture, it's not just about exploring what we might consider to be high culture. Carnival itself is a unique cultural phenomenon in the Caribbean and also across the diaspora. It's an under-researched area, and this deserves our attention. So this is why we're doing what we're doing today. For me, Carnival is about politics, and fun and play coming together. And I think that Carnival is a way of dealing with the homesickness of the migrant away from the Caribbean. It's also a way of celebrating Caribbean cultural heritage that links back to West Africa, but it's also about resisting oppressive forms of power. It was about resisting oppressive forms of power in the plantation, in the colonial era, and now it's also a way of dealing with the oppressive forces of capital power in our capitalistic environment. So it's about role reversal, it's about play, but it's also about fun. And I think Carnival affects people also at a deeply psychological level. I think playing mass can be a very transformative process. You leave parts of yourself behind and you become, at one with this mass of people. And I think that it's an emancipatory process in terms of the way that it reverses the power structures, but also at a personal level, it's an emancipatory process. The agenda for our new Carnival Culture strand, which we're launching this weekend, which is placed within the Centre for Culture and the Arts at Leeds Beckett University, is to kickstart Carnival research in the UK and in the diaspora. So we have a funded PhD in Carnival cultures. We also want to create better links with the community, to really nurture those links and look at what is happening in our Black, British, Asian and minority ethnic communities, and look at how the university can be in dialogue with those communities. We also want to deal with the underrepresentation of Black and minority ethnic and Asian students in our university. So those are some of the aims of our new Carnival Cultures research strand. But it's, it's part of that exciting new area of research on which we are embarking into Caribbean Carnival cultures.